Hi again. I still have my makeup on from last night. As if to punctuate our conversation that we've all been having, Joe has decided to step aside. And as I said in my other video, I have such a soft spot for Joe and how he saved our country in 2020, was part of, was the figurehead for all of us in a movement to save our country. And now I wish peace. I don't know how it's going to happen. I wish peace, kindness, unified movement to defeat Trump and Trumpism. And from my perspective, that seems like Harris, and I would love a President Harris. But a food fight that's like a normal primary where people tear each other down, I just can't imagine, and I don't know if I would have the heart for. Please take care of yourself today. Go read Joe's letter and have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you very much. Bye.
What the hell did you just say?
I have such a soft spot for Joe and how he saved our country.
You are by far the dumbest, most pathetic piece of maggot-eating shit that has ever slid from a human being's hairy ass.
So Jeffrey, our old pal Jeffrey, thinks that Joe Biden swooped in and saved the country. Inflation's been running rampant. Gas prices are ridiculously high, and there has been a nearly 4-year invasion at our southern border. So what exactly did he save the country from? Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and very crazy clown world update for you guys today. And as you heard Jeffrey mention, Joe Biden will be stepping aside, and that'll kind of be the theme of today's video. And with that being said, let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So often in these videos, we see biological men who identify as trans women and frequent ladies' restrooms. Well, here we have a biological woman that identifies as a trans man, and my question is, does she frequent men's restrooms? I don't know.
I'm the bearded lady, but are you one of the freaks?
All right, let's keep it moving with the resident Republican from The View, Ana Navarro. Now, in this clip, Ana Navarro says that the people who think Joe Biden may not be alive or that they're deliberately hiding him from the public's view, they're crazy conspiracy theorists. However, just recently, Ana Navarro and the rest of the cackling hens from The View said that Joe Biden was fine, that he wasn't cognitively impaired, that he was sharp as a tack. So, conspiracy theorist 1, View 0. Roll it.
You all, I'm back on the road heading to Washington this time. But before I get on the plane, we got to have some real talk. Listen, if you have any Trumpers in your life, I need you to give them a call and make sure they are okay. Because the meltdown, the conspiracies, the insanity those people are going through since Kamala Harris became the nominee, I can't even begin to explain to you. I mean, some of the things they are saying, I almost can't believe it. Like, let me just tell you. So they are saying that Joe Biden is dead and being hidden from public view. People, that's like cuckoo crazy. Get men in white coats to come and bring you away and take you out in a padded wagon. That's like Robin Cook Hollywood stuff. Of course Joe Biden is alive. We've heard him. We've seen him come off a plane. He did not die in Las Vegas. If you think that, you need medication. Then they are saying that Kamala Harris is a DEI hire. You know, diversity, equity, and inclusion, that she's had everything handed to her because she's a woman, because she's black, because she's Southeast Asian, because she's whatever. If we're going to talk about DEI hires, why don't we talk about J.D. Vance? You know why J.D. Vance became Hollywood liberal and Hollywood darling and CNN contributor and all of those things? Because he supposedly was the translator for hillbillies, hillbilly elegy, right? So that was his entree, his diversity, equity, and inclusion. So let's include hillbillies and diversity, equity, and inclusion, or is it just for black people and Latinos? And you know who else got everything handed to him? Donald J. Trump.
But no, she's crazy as a bedbug. She's a crazy person.
Now, this young fella seems to be struggling a little bit with Joe Biden's decision to drop out of the presidential race. Just a little bit. Roll.
Are you crying?
He dropped out! He dropped out! Ah! Joe Biden, please!
There's no crying.
Gen Z, we need to band together. Please. He was for Gen Z's first president. Ah!
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
And the meltdowns continue. Now, I'm starting to think this fella here is a troll because I see his clips from time to time and his behavior, it's just too outrageous to be real. Roll it.
I just read Joe Biden's resignation letter. And I have to say, I'm pretty shocked. I was not expecting this. Last week he said he was okay. He said he was fine. He said he was going to run all the way. He was going to beat Trump. We had it in the bag. And I don't know what's happened, but he's run out of road. He can't go on. And what he's done for this country by sacrificing his position for Kamala is probably the most incredible thing I've ever seen anyone do. And we lost the greatest president of all time. People say, oh, Trump was courageous for shaking a fist. But this is what real courage looks like. Getting off the horse when you want to keep riding into that sunset. That's real courage right there. They don't make them like that anymore. We love you, Joe. Kamala 24.
You act like a little bitch right now.
So this next clip is kind of strange. Now, I'm assuming that this is a Joe Biden voter, a shitlib who is not a fan of Ron DeSantis or his policies. However, she literally says she's trying to escape Florida and that she doesn't feel safe there anymore. But she never tells us why. Roll it.
Okay, I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can so people can stitch it if they want to. I do not feel safe in Florida anymore where I am. I've been dealing with a lot of stress. I spent the past week flipping back and forth between being afraid for my life and wanting to. I do not have the money to escape the state of Florida. I have set up a GoFundMe. If anyone wants to help, I would greatly appreciate it. Bye.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
So this lovely lady has a message for all of you Trump supporters out there. Now this is definitely some high IQ shit. Roll it.
Look here. Listen up. To all you Trump supporters, okay, when this black woman win in November, if y'all go show y'all motherfucking ass at that motherfucking White House if you want to at that inauguration, it's gonna be smoke in the motherfucking city, okay? Because we don't play that, okay? Don't try that shit, okay? Don't try that shit now. Don't try that shit here. Because we gonna be out there. Okay, we gonna be out there. And it ain't going down like it did last time. It ain't going down. In a black mama's voice. It ain't. Act like you got some goddamn sense. You hear what I say? To all Trump supporters. okay? Act like you got some goddamn sense when that black woman come into the room when she becomes president, okay? Act like you got some goddamn sense.
Hey, lady! Shut up!
Hey, where are the white women at?
So this young fella is looking for a friend. However, MAGA or Trumpers need not apply. Roll it.
Looking for a friend, not MAGA, no Trumper, free Palestine, free Congo. I'm looking for a friend, post content, watches videos, shows engagement. I'm looking for a friend, no Trumper, no bigot, gay ally, good peoples.
What are you, gay?
Hey, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, this one is different than all the other loops I show you guys. This one has a little storyline behind it. So let's go over it together. It says, your husband is in there with his other partner and they're prettier than you. My excitement because they're my partner too and I get to join in. So this person belongs to one of those polycules. Imagine the smell in that place. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by our first sponsor is our great friend, John D. Arcangelo. John, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video, sir. I really appreciate the kind words and support. Second sponsor of today's video is the Etsy store Red Clover Fields. Now, many of you know that is my wife's Etsy store, and she's got some fantastic stuff on her website, stuff I use every day, and I swear by it. So if you want to try to start taking control of your health and get away from Big Pharma, look for some more natural remedies, definitely go peruse her store. I will put a link to that in the description box below. So once again, today's video sponsors are John D. Arcangelo and the Etsy store Red Clover Fields. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, get this off the screen. Like I said, imagine the stink. Oof.
A, she was a hooah. B, she was a hooah.
All right, next up we have this young lady with the green eyebrows singing a song about how we should not judge people. We should leave that up to God. Come on now, that's all we do over here on this channel is judge people. Roll it.
Some daddies have a mohawk. Some mommies have shaved heads. Some parents have tattoos or might smoke cigarettes. Some have a lot of piercings or other things we may find odd. But it's not our job to judge them. We must leave that up to God. We'll treat them just the same as we'd treat anybody else, with dignity and kindness, just like we'd like for ourselves. And we won't push what we believe, we'll let them do their thing. And if we start to forget it, we will have this song to sing. Some daddies have a mohawk, some mommies have shaved heads, some parents have tattoos or might smoke cigarettes. Some have a lot of piercings or other things we may find odd, but it's not our job to judge them. We must leave that up to God.
Your song? It's awful. I hate it.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of Democrat Representative Maxwell Frost telling CNN's Jim Acosta that calling Vice President Chlamydia Harris a DEI hire is just like saying the N-word. Well, she's a DEI hire, so... Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
The other thing I'd say is that he is going to continue to use all these racist dog whistles throughout the campaign. We're going to see it from Trump. We're going to see it from J.D. Vance, and we're going to see it from a lot of their surrogates. In fact, just yesterday, one of the surrogates was saying, if we don't win, we're going to have a civil war to get our agenda through. A civil war. And so this is an organization, this is a right-wing campaign that's going to be racist, misogynistic against the vice president, but we're going to stand on the issues and what really matters. It's the fact that she is qualified. They want to call her a DEI president or DEI candidate. She has more experience than Trump and J.D. Vance combined times a million, right? She worked at the state level. She was the attorney general. She's vice president of the United States. She was a senator representing one of the largest states in the entire country. And so these are just racist dog whistles. Whenever you hear DEI, I want you to think about the N-word. I want you to think about racial slurs. That's what they actually mean.
Do you think Congressman Burchett is being a racist when he says that?
I have a good relationship with the congressman. I think sometimes, though, he does use rhetoric that is racist. And whether people know it's racist or not, I'm here to tell them that is racist, and I hope they won't use.
What did you say? What the f*** did you just say?
Whenever you hear DEI, I want you to think about the N-word. I want you to think about racial slurs. That's what they actually mean.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a f***ing idiot.
And you ain't black.